In this video, I'm going to show you my classroom's process for developing black and white 35mm film. Firstly, you will want to acquaint yourself with all the chemicals and how to properly dispose of them or reuse them. You will notice that we do not dump any of our chemicals down the drain. The chemicals that we use are either safely disposed of into an accumulation container or put back into their original container to be used again. I like to prep the disposal bins for D76 Developer since it's the first chemical we use and we can't reuse it. To develop the images on your film, set 8 minutes on the timer, but do not press start. I premix all of the film and darkroom chemicals, so all you need to do is measure out around 500 milliliters of D76 into a clean beaker and carefully pour it into your film canister. I like to keep the canister in or above the sink to make cleanup easy. Press start on the timer. You will agitate or shake the chemicals inside the canister with the lid on for 1 whole minute, then let rest for 25 seconds. Every 25 seconds for the next 7 minutes, you will agitate the canister for 5 seconds. In between agitation is a good time to clean up after yourself. Do not let the spilled chemicals sit on the counter or floor. Be sure to wash your hands after you're done. I've gone ahead and edited out most of the developing time for the chemicals in this video. Just keep in mind that the process will take almost an entire class period when you develop your film in person. After properly disposing of your D76 Developer, you will allow your canister to rinse with running water for 1 whole minute. I spend rinse time cleaning up the film sink and tools such as funnels and beakers. Then I like to prep for disposal of the next chemical, which is the photo fixer. Fixer is used to keep your developed film images stable and light. We also use Fixer in darkroom print development processes. Measure 500 milliliters of Fixer into a beaker. Set the timer to 7 minutes this time and add your measured Fixer into your canister. Next, put the lid on your canister and agitate for another whole minute. Follow similar directions to D76 development, letting the canister rest for 25 seconds after the first minute and then agitating for 5 seconds. Repeat the 25-second rest and 5-second agitation again for the next 6 minutes. Once the timer has gone off, make sure you properly dispose of your fixer and let rinse for another minute. The third chemical that we use is hypo. Hypo is used to clear fixer from the film and improve the film's archival properties. We dispose of hypo by dumping it back into the container that it came from. This chemical can be reused several times and we don't want to waste it. Add your hypo to your canister. Set the timer for 3 minutes, put the lid on your canister and press start. Agitate for 1 whole minute, then let rest for 25 seconds. After 25 seconds, agitate for 5 seconds. Repeat the process until your time is up. Pour the hypo back into the container you found it in. Set your timer for 1 minute and let your canister rinse under running water until the time is up. The last chemical we will use is PhotoFlow. PhotoFlow is a wetting agent that is used to prevent watermarks and streaks from forming on film as it dries. PhotoFlow is reusable, so return it to its original container when you are done. Set your timer for 2 minutes. Pour your PhotoFlow into your canister and put your lid on. Press start. You will agitate for 1 whole minute, then take a 30-second rest. Then agitate for the last 30 seconds. Return your PhotoFlow to the container you found it in and set up your canister for the final rinse. This time, you will let your film rinse under running water for 10 minutes. The foam is normal and just the last of the soapy PhotoFlow rinsing off the film. After the 10-minute rinse, you will dump your remaining water down the drain and finally open your canister. Please do this over the sink as everything will still be wet. Remove the reels from the canister and slowly remove the film from the reels. Some reels may come apart easily, while others may need the film to be removed carefully by pulling it off the reel. The final step is to squeegee your film dry and hang it in the film dryer. This step will prevent water stains from forming on your film and keep it dust-free while it dries overnight. Please return the squeegees to the place where you found them and let them dry. You do not want dirt or dust to get on them because it may scratch your film in the future. Please remember to close the film dryer as you do not want dirt or dust to collect on your film from the air in the classroom. Let your film dry for at least 24 hours. After film is dry, you can cut it into manageable sections and use it to make darkroom prints. You are now done processing your film.